Picture this: the world's most famous footballer, standing in one of the most exclusive jewelry stores in Madrid. His hands are trembling slightly, not from nerves on the pitch, but from something far more powerful. Love. Cristiano Ronaldo is about to make a purchase that will shock even his closest friends. A purchase that costs more than most people's houses, more than luxury cars, more than anything you could imagine. But this isn't just about money. This is about a man who conquered the world, yet found himself completely vulnerable, completely human, in front of the woman who changed everything. The ring sits before him, 18 carats of pure perfection, diamonds that catch the light like fallen stars. The price tag, nearly $4 million, $4 million for a ring. But to understand why Cristiano would spend such an astronomical amount, we need to go back to where it all began. Back to a love story that almost never happened. Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't always the man we see today. Before the millions, before the fame, before Georgina Rodríguez entered his life, he was just another footballer. Talented, yes, but carrying wounds that money couldn't heal. Growing up in Madeira, Portugal, Cristiano learned early that love could be fragile. His father battled alcoholism. His family struggled financially. The young boy who would become a global icon watched his mother work multiple jobs just to survive. I remember my mother crying at night, he once shared in an interview. Those tears shaped him, made him hungry, made him determined never to let the people he loved suffer again. Fast forward to 2016. Cristiano is at the peak of his career, Real Madrid's golden boy. But success felt hollow. Victory after victory, goal after goal. Yet something was missing. Then came that night in June, a VIP event at the Dolce & Gabbana store in Madrid. Cristiano walks in, expecting another routine appearance, another obligation, another empty evening surrounded by people who wanted something from him. But across the room, he sees her, Georgina Rodríguez, a 22-year-old model working at a Gucci store. She's not there for him. She doesn't even recognize him at first. She's just doing her job, helping customers, completely unaware that her life is about to change forever. Their eyes meet. It was like electricity, Georgina would later describe. I felt something I had never felt before. Cristiano approaches her, not as the famous footballer, not as the man with millions of followers, just as a man completely captivated by a woman's natural beauty and genuine spirit. They talk. The conversation flows effortlessly. For the first time in years, Cristiano feels like himself, not the brand, not the image. Just Cristiano, but their love story wasn't destined to be easy. The media attention was immediate and brutal. Headlines questioned Georgina's motives. Was she a gold digger? Was this just another celebrity romance destined to fail? People said terrible things about me, Georgina recalls. They said I was with him for money. They didn't know my heart. Cristiano saw the pain in her eyes. The way she tried to hide from cameras, the way cruel comments affected her. He had a choice to make: protect his image or protect the woman he was falling in love with. He chose love. Their first year together was a test. Paparazzi followed there. Every move, tabloids dissected every gesture, every outfit, every expression. The pressure was immense, but something beautiful happened. Instead of breaking apart, they grew stronger. Georgina didn't run from the spotlight. She stood beside him, supporting him through losses, celebrating victories, being present in ways no one ever had before. Then came the children in 2017. Georgina gave birth to their daughter Alana Martina. Watching her hold their child, Cristiano realized something profound. This wasn't just a relationship anymore. This was his family. Future, his everything. "When I see her with our children," Cristiano said in an interview, "I see the woman I want to grow old with." But growing old together meant more than just living in the same house. It meant commitment. Real, legal, unbreakable commitment. The proposal planning began in secret. Cristiano contacted the most exclusive jewelers in Europe. He had one simple request: create something that had never been created before. Something that matched Georgina's uniqueness. Something that would tell their story in diamonds and gold. The process took months. Master craftsmen worked day and night. Each diamond was hand-selected. Each curve of the setting was perfected. This wasn't just jewelry. This was art. Meanwhile, Georgina had no idea what was coming. She noticed Cristiano acting differently. More secretive, more nervous. He would receive mysterious phone calls and step away to take them. He would disappear for hours with no explanation. "I thought something was wrong," she later admitted. "I was scared." But Cristiano was scared too. Scared of vulnerability. Scared of publicly declaring his love. Scared that somehow, even with all his success, he might not be enough for her. The ring was finally ready. 18 carats of pure perfection. A center stone so brilliant it seemed to hold light from another world. Smaller diamonds surrounding it like a constellation. The band, crafted from the finest platinum, engraved with coordinates. The exact location where they first met. But the most expensive part wasn't the diamonds. It was the emotion behind them. Cristiano chose the location carefully. Their home. In Turin, the place where they had built their life together. Where their children took their first steps, where they had shared their deepest secrets and biggest dreams. It was a Tuesday evening in August 2021. Nothing special, nothing planned, just a quiet dinner at home with the kids. After the children were put to bed, Cristiano asked Georgina to join him in the garden. "I have something for you," he said simply. His hands were shaking. This man, who had faced down the world's greatest footballers, who had scored in World Cup finals, who had won 5 Ballon d'Or awards, was trembling like a teenager. He got down. "On one knee, Georgina," he began, his voice breaking slightly. "You saved me. You made me believe in love again. You gave me a family. You gave me a reason to be better than I ever thought possible." He pulled out the ring box. Georgina's hands flew to her face. Tears immediately started flowing. "Will you marry me?" he asked. The ring caught the garden lights. $4 million worth of diamonds sparkled like captured starlight. But Georgina wasn't looking at the ring. She was looking at the man she loved, the man who had just laid his heart completely bare. "Yes," she whispered. Then louder, "Yes. Of course, yes." The ring slipped perfectly onto her finger, as if it had always belonged there, as if this moment had been written in the stars from that very first night they met. But the story doesn't end there. When news of the engagement broke, the media went into overdrive. The focus immediately shifted to the ring's price tag. $4 million became the headline, not the love story, not the journey. Just the money. Cristiano was furious. "People only see the price," he said privately to friends. "They don't understand what it represents. Every diamond in that ring is a moment we shared. Every carat is a promise I'm making to her and our family." The criticism stung. Some called it excessive. Others said it was showing off. Financial experts questioned spending such an amount on jewelry. But Georgina understood perfectly. "He could have bought me a ring from any store," she said. "But he wanted something that was ours. Something that no one else in the world would ever have. Something that told our story." The ring became a symbol of their journey. From that first meeting in a Madrid store to building a life together. From facing public scrutiny to creating an unbreakable bond. Today, and Georgina looks at her engagement ring, she doesn't see $4 million. She sees late-night conversations when they were falling in love. She sees Cristiano nervous and vulnerable, asking her to be his wife. She sees their children playing in the garden where he proposed. She sees their story. The wedding planning has begun. Another chapter in their love story is about to unfold. And you can be sure it will be just as extraordinary as everything else about their relationship. But perhaps the most beautiful part of this entire story isn't the ring at all. It's what it represents. A man who had everything but love, finding the woman who made him complete. A woman who saw past the fame and fortune to the heart of the man underneath. Love isn't measured in carats or dollars, but sometimes, when you find the person who changes your entire world. $4 million doesn't seem like nearly enough. Their love story continues to unfold. In the spotlight, under scrutiny, but stronger than ever. Because real love isn't about the price tag on the ring. It's about the promises underneath it. It's about choosing each other every day. It's about building something beautiful together. No matter what the world says, Cristiano and Georgina have done exactly that. And their $4 million ring, it's just the beginning. What do you think about Cristiano's incredible gesture of love? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to love someone so deeply that money becomes meaningless? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible celebrity love stories that will restore your faith in romance.